Welcome everybody. I'm Wahidur Rahman before you. How are you? I hope you are well. I'm also well. Today I will discuss about English. Are you eager to hear about English? Okay. The most important part of our life and our career is English. But English is not our mother tongue. It's a foreign language and a strange language also. Firstly, I would like to say why will we learn English and then how to learn English. Let us discuss in detail. English is spoken all over the world. The international organizations, the business worlds communicate across the world through English. It is the most widely used language in the world. That's why English is called an international language. There is a great necessity to learn English. We have to maintain political, commercial and cultural communication with the rest of the world through English. It is essential for all kinds of jobs, both at home and abroad. It is necessary for higher education also. A doctor, an engineer, a good teacher, a good lawyer, a tourist guide, a stewardess, a television operator have to learn English. If you do not learn English, if you do not know English, however excellent you are, you will not get much success. 40 years ago, English was not so important, but in 2018, English is a very important thing. We have been learning English since our boyhood, but in our practical life, we cannot speak English fluently. There is nobody here who did not read or write English every day at school. But in our practical life, we cannot speak English fluently. So, we have to realize that our academic education system is not only solution for learning English. We have to learn more things to learn English, to speak English. Do you want to learn English? Do you want to improve your English? If you want to learn English, firstly you would need motivation. What is motivation? Motivation means inspiration. Motivation means dictation. Motivation means strong desire. Motivation means great intention to achieve anything. Do you have motivation? Okay. From now, you have to try to think in English, to dream in English, to speak in English all time. At this moment, mother tongue is not very useful in our practical life. That means in our professional life. We will not use mother tongue until we become fluent in English. You can use it at home, but out you have to speak in English with your colleagues, with your friends, with your groupers and so on. Please speak English even if you mistake in English. Remember that none can learn anything without making mistake. Why we are not able to speak in English? Because we have no practice. If you speak wrong English, no problem, don't worry for this. Make 100 mistakes, make 1000 mistakes, it's nothing matter. One day your mistake will disappear. So go on your practice. If you do not practice, you cannot learn English. Why will you practice? Each day you have to practice. If you practice once or twice in a week, you cannot improve at all. So you have to practice every day. Dear learners, give up your shyness. It is one kind of impediment to reach your goal. Your shyness is your enemy. None keeps his enemy with him. So why do you keep it with you? Shake off your shyness forever and speak English again and again. Dear learners, then comes listening. When you listen to English, are you really listening to English? This is the important thing. Maximum people translate it into their mother tongue when they listen to English. Please don't do that. Rather, listen to English attentively and try to understand it. When we listen to English, we listen for meaning. We don't listen for language. Remember that you want to improve your English language, not meaning. Meaning is not important for your improvement. When you practice listening, please listen to the same passage, not different one. Listen to the same passage every day. Listen to the same passage again and again until it becomes a part of your memory. Listen it every day and store it in your mind. Sometimes some of my students tell me, "Sir, I cannot learn anything in English." I don't believe that. Remember that all men are not equal. Somebody can learn any topics in English by 10 times listening. Somebody can learn any topics in English by 20 times listening. Somebody can learn any topics by 30 times listening. It totally depends on his capacity and sincerity. So don't worry for this if you need more times. Rather, try again and again. Dear learners, then comes imitation. Do you know what imitation means? Imitation means to do something what somebody is doing. Sometimes it is called shadowing. You should imitate standard English whenever you watch or listen to English. You should give importance on stage pose, intonation when you imitate English. You can collect an audio or video recordings of a native English speaker's speech and imitate it again and again. Imitate stage pose, intonation, sounds and pattern of English. The point is that you have to acquire correct pronunciation by imitation technique. Dear learners, then comes reading. Reading once is not enough. When you find anything in English, you have to read it repeatedly and loudly. You can read English newspaper, you can read books of stories written in English to improve your capacity. If you want to learn anything in English or any topic in English, you have to read it again and again. Read it until it becomes a part of your memory. Please don't try to cram anything because it is not correct way to learn anything. Dear learners, then comes writing. Every day, write something to improve your writing capacity. You should learn some vocabularies every day. You should learn some rules of grammar to make sentences every day. Dear learners, I would like to mention an example before you. You have seen an ornament which is made of gold. You are amused to see its beauty, but you don't know how many times it had to burn to give you pleasure. So, if you want to be a good speaker in English, or if you want to make excellent your English, you have to work hard. Dear learners, remember that none can improve your English. Only you can improve your English. So, you have to build up yourself in reading, writing, listening and speaking. If you do this, I am sure your English will become excellent very soon, no doubt. Dear learners, there is no tablet in the market to improve your English. You need only one thing, and it is a strong desire to achieve anything. Dear viewers, thanks for watching the video and wait for next video. Bye.